I want to talk about modification cases. In Texas, you can modify child custody orders and you can modify child support orders. And I want to talk about how the dynamic of that is different than a divorce. Because in a divorce, you've got people that, for whatever their differences are, whatever the things that they're arguing about, they both know at the end of the day that they need to get unhitched from each other. And they're usually willing to make the compromises that it takes to get there. A modification case is different because in a modification, you've already got a court order. You've already negotiated an agreement, or you've already gone to court and had a judge issue a ruling. And so you've already done it and it's over and you thought it was going to be final. So when somebody files a modification suit, they're asking for it to now change. Okay, and so there's no dynamic of, yeah, let's figure out a way to compromise. We're talking about either support or we're talking about custody. If we're talking about support, the person who receives child support never wants it to go down. The person who pays child support never wants it to go up. So when the person who pays child support files a new lawsuit and says, hey, I want my child support to go down, guess what the other person is going to say? No. Kind of the same thing with custody, right? If you've already hashed that out once and now somebody's wanting to change it, the other side's probably not going to be very amenable to that. So the dynamic is definitely different and it's more difficult. It is just harder to get to a compromise on modification cases, and more of those cases end up being tried than divorces because of that different dynamic.